All right, y'all. Welcome back to Activating the Truth in Doses. I'm Jill Jackson.
LeVar Green, I almost just introduced myself as Mr. I Stay Mad, as it was my first name.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bad.
yeah. I think this is the first
I'm
time you
LeVar.
call yourself LeVar Green.
I
Usually
did.
you say Mr. I Stay Mad.
I was like, that's not your name, bro.
Yeah.
I'm LeVar.
Yeah, that's LeVar.
Hi, LeVar.
Hi, LeVar. Listen, so May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we'd be real remiss if we did not come on here and say a little bit about taking care of yourself mentally. And so we want to encourage everyone to reach out, get the support. There's so many supports that are available to you, people that are willing to come alongside you and help you in your journey. And if you are struggling with your mental health, we're going to put some numbers here at the bottom of the screen for you to call. People are on standby to help you and to move you through hard times in your life. So you're not alone. You don't have to do this alone. And we want you to get the help that you need so you can be the best version of you.
Yeah, life is loaded with problems that I try to positively look at as
Yes.
opportunities for growth.
Yes.
No matter your profession, no matter your current circumstance, we all need to exercise the mental health part.
Yeah.
Because just as much as we're supposed to take care of our bodies physically, y'all, the mind, if that goes, then everything else does too.
Listen, I think it starts in the mind because I really believe like there's that verse, as a man thinks, so is he. And so everything starts here. Wealth, health, mental stability, good emotional. And so it's okay to not be okay and to say I'm not okay and I need some support. And I think there's been such a stigma, especially in the African American community, about allowing people to come alongside. And here, you know, we're believers. We know Jesus got it all. He paid the cost.
Absolutely.
But Jesus also created people that can come alongside you and assist you on this journey. And so let's not use the things that God has allowed man to put in place or to create or to imagine or to develop to help us in our journey because we're waiting for it to be done one way. We don't want to put God in a box to say this is the only way he can help me.
Right. Yeah, he can, it's a blessing to have the right people around you. And this is coming from a licensed not physical therapist. My daughter graduated from high school, and she learned physical therapy. Licensed therapist, y'all, so she knows what she's doing. And I want you to understand this, to pay attention to those around you, because just because they're smiling, don't mean they're not depressed.
Yeah.
Now, I walk around and I look frustrated openly. Most people probably look at my face and they say, he looks angry, he looks mad. And it's not that I ain't depressed. I got a lot going on in my mind that I want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to make sure I'm intentional about the time with the family, the time with the business, time with faith, So I have a resting face that looks a little agitated.
Yeah.
And even interesting enough, recently at work, I've been very, very quiet.
Yeah.
And we know how we feel about our jobs. They're in the way
Legit.
to do what we really want to do. And as much as I just don't like, I don't like 9 to 5s because of the time it takes.
Yeah.
It's not the work. 40 hours a week. That's our boy Jackson. So if you hear him barking, he part of the family. He gonna probably come down here.
We say this is
gotta
life
use the bathroom.
unscripted. He's like, I know they're not downstairs without me.
Yeah, so we're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep shooting. I'm saying this story on purpose because I've been so quiet that people, hey, LeVar, you all right? People don't know, how I'm moving.
Take you.
I'm working. I guess that we busy at work, so I got work to do.
Yeah.
I'm not small talking because I don't got time to small talk, and I just want to come get this work done.
Yeah.
So this one guy walked by him. All right, too much got to talk to this guy anyway. He's saying inappropriate stuff, but I was like, hey man, and I just kept going. He said, hey LeVar, what's the matter? You depressed? I said, bro, what? And I just kept walking. Just because I'm not smiling doesn't mean I'm depressed.
But just because you're smiling doesn't mean you're not.
Right. And I'm saying that because y'all pay attention to your family and friends.
Yeah.
Look into their eyes.
Yeah.
The eyes are the gateway, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times, no matter how much somebody's smiling, you can look in their eyes and see a little bit more, right? And I encourage everybody, there are some people you can be honest with. You can't be honest with the whole world, and I get it. But what you were saying about being honest, it's okay to not be okay. Y'all be honest about that. There are days I wake up and I ain't feeling it. I may not be depressed, but I'm honest. They're like, hey, LeVar, you doing?
I am not.
I ain't one of them days, right? It's just, it ain't one of them days. And I have been depressed in my life before. And I feel like when life keeps pressing you,
Yeah.
unless you decompress with the right connection from God, the people He put down here on earth to help you out, you're gonna stay, pressed and
Isolation is one of the worst things you can do, you
right.
know, and I like where you're going with that because there's this whole thing, and I definitely know it's true. Check on your strong friends or whatever, the ones that always are there for everybody else and don't need the support or whatever, or the one that is the support. They need help too. So check on them. Like you say, don't just take I'm good. No, like really no, you really good?
The big dude in the gym that got the 4-5 plates on there, at some point, if he keeps pushing all that weight, he's gonna need a spot.
Right.
I could drop the mic on that one.
Ooh,
I got
that's
chills
good.
saying it because he's strong enough to handle what he's been doing,
Yeah.
but he can't do it forever.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna burn out.
Yeah.
Everybody is gonna need it. Is gonna tap out at some point, or gonna need assistance. And that's just a weight room example, y'all.
Yeah.
Even without heavy weight, even pushing a whole lot of weight over and over again, your muscles fatigue, and at some point you just don't get it like you had when you started. You need to take a rest.
Yeah.
It's a video. I was actually going to watch a motivational video. It's a couple guys that watch him on YouTube, and his title of it is Rest. And he has some very good stuff he put out there. He goes to this motivational speech and he breaks down the scripture to support. Love how he does it. I forget his name, but newer cat for me to be watching. But it's titled Rest, and I never knew what rest meant before, and I'm still learning how to rest, y'all, because I feel like I couldn't afford rest. Why? The world says what? Grind.
Yeah.
Go, get it. Bro, you can't go forever.
And a lot of cultures in the world actually don't subscribe to that mentality or whatever. Like, I know we were traveling one time, like I think we were in Italy, and they were talking about how they take a month off in the year. They have a month off.
No
and
way.
then like we're walking around and all the stores are closed. They're like,
Italy?
they're at home for lunch. They take like 2-3 hours lunch.
Let's get a family.
We might be, stay tuned, we might be in Italy sometime.
Oh my
But
goodness.
I'm just saying, like, they understand, I think they have a better grasp of this grind mentality is not it. This fast pace trying to make everything
But do you know
happen.
why the grind mentality is there?
Why?
Western civilization, we want too much. Imagine if we didn't feel like we had to have as much as we have. When we watch some of the shows where they're looking for places to find to live and rent, and there are places overseas that there's only so much water you can use because they're not about wasting. Think about how long we let the faucets run, how long we let the showers run. Now, I know we're supposed to talk about mental health, but I'm saying it because we stress ourselves out by what we try to accumulate.
Yeah.
We need to start living a little more simpler.
Yeah.
If we can't, y'all, and trust me, I want the big house too, but at what cost?
Yeah.
And I told my wife recently, we've been looking for years, but I'm like, I'm not playing this game with these people, this interest rate and this ups and downs, and
It's wild
until we get to the point where I can control our buying process,
Yeah.
which the way I want to control is pay that thing in cash. I don't want to play around with you folks.
Legit. It's
Right.
possible too.
Because I don't want to sit up here and be having to fight tooth and nail for a 9 to 5 just to pay a bill, dog.
Right.
No, I'm not doing that, because that causes stress too. Think about it. When you overextend yourself,
Yeah.
it's stressful.
Yeah.
Oh, it adds a different for a male, and I feel like women, y'all can explain how y'all go through it too. But if we're trying to kind of take care of the household as our role and be there and all, man, that's stress when you don't get enough.
Yeah.
I'm good.
It will weigh on you.
One way I have helped take care of my mental health is I love to exercise. I'm back getting to it now. Y'all, I'm down. I don't know exactly. It's 10 to 11 pounds. My goal is down to like.
Come on.
Listen,
Hey.
I started at 217. I want to get to 180, 185. My wife think I'm gonna look like a crazy. I don't feel like I'm gonna be that.
Listen, but we friend enough to tell you, like, no, bro.
Yeah, if it's too much, I'm like, I'll give them some
Get
pizza.
you some wings. You need some. Wait a minute.
Right. But this is how I'm helping with mine, because I also want to look better. It's not about what people see. I want to feel better about myself. And even about that, y'all, I started reading more intentional, because our sponsors always giving us, because we got all these books. Y'all don't read the books though.
They was just getting on us
Yesterday. So
We
this book here by T.D. Jakes, man, Identity. We talking about mental health. A large part of why we have concerns mentally is we don't know who we are.
Yeah.
We're not confident about where we came from, who we are, what we're here to do.
Yeah.
And this book has been very, very influential about understanding there are moments that things can change within an instant, but we got to go along in the whole process. So the good, the bad, the ugly, hang in there.
Yeah.
Hang in there, y'all. because it does get better.
Yeah.
But you can't just say it's going to get better. Like some people say, just think it, and then eventually, it's going to take some work.
Yeah.
Because as much as I thought and I was hoping the weight would go off,
yeah,
I had to start working out.
You had to put some effort towards it. Yeah,
And it hurts.
which is a good way to kind of like wrap up, and that's to say, sometimes there's going to need to be a level of effort to get to a place. You're going to have to invest some work, and that might be, sitting in the pain. It might be, contacting a therapist. It might be, whatever that needs to be, it's okay, but it's worth the investment. We're going to flash at the end of this video, again, those numbers for you. If you are struggling, if you are thinking that there is no purpose and there's not much left, please, please, please reach out, get some support. The moment will pass. You are needed. We need you here. You carry something that only you can carry. And this is actually a plug, because this is kind of in between video, and what you were kind of just dabbling on a little bit was like gratitude, and that's our next episode. So listen, stay tuned. That's going to be another tool to put in your toolkit to kind of help you when you're struggling, how you practice gratitude.
Right, absolutely. So y'all, thank you for watching this quick segment. This is like a small dose.
It's like a small dose.
Yeah, but we didn't want to leave the
dose.
month of May and not really tell people exercise your mind. Mental health is important. Tell somebody going through if you're going through, and just make it happen. Go talk, and share, and just know that you have absolute value.
You do.
Because God created you.
We love y'all. We see you next time.
Peace out.